It's Aaron, right?
Yes, sir.
Aaron Mack, head coach for Wisconsin Dells. Coach, you guys, you kind of got put back on your heels on that first drive. They went 68 yards, chewed up 6 minutes, but after that it was pretty one-sided for a while there. How were you able to respond to that first drive and get things going defensively?
You know, our kids have been resilient all year long with the stuff that we've given to them, and they've bended, but they haven't broke. And I think, you know, they responded well after that first drive. You know, they had to fake it on fourth down. They got it converted another third and long. So our kid, you know, it wasn't the easy stuff. They made them drive it down. So I don't have a problem with that. And then there was just a couple adjustments that we made in between the first series, and I thought we really locked into what they were trying to do to us. And then, you know, as I think we forced them into a lot of those turnovers.
6 turnovers in the first half, but you only got 1 touchdown out of them. You had to be there had to be a little sense of frustration at halftime.
Absolutely, because I thought we letting it slip out of our fingers in terms of really extending that gap. You know, you get 6 turnovers in the first half, you're probably thinking somebody's up 20, 30 points. You know, and we didn't do a good job offensively of capitalizing on our drives. But you know, like we've always talked about with our kids, it's really a team effort, and hats go off to our defense. They really played great tonight, and they kept us in it. And then late in the third quarter, when we had to, we put one away.
When you did finally get that touchdown, it had to kind of feel like, all right, finally, all these turnovers, and we finally got that touchdown out of it.
Absolutely, and you got to be opportunistic, and we weren't tonight. You know, 6 turnovers and not coming away with points. But the bottom line is our kids were resilient. They didn't back down from the challenge, and we'll take this. It's a good program win for us. You know, Westfield's a good team. They, you know, and I think them and probably Nakusa and Watoma were the tops of our league. And this says a lot about our kids to get this one in week 1.
You got a big stop late in the third quarter. They had moved the ball down to the 9, and that one would have got them back into the game.
Absolutely.
But you stopped them, and from there, really, other than the late touchdown, things were pretty much in your control.
They were. You know, the defense stepped up. I think a 4th and 9 that sailed high in the end zone, and then, you know, we answered moving the football down too. Right after that drive to get out of the shadows of our own end zone. So that's, you know, we always talk to our kids, 2 first downs when you're backed up, and we got that. You know, that changes field position, and now it makes Westfield drive the football again. So although we didn't put the points up we wanted to, our offense stayed on the field when they had to. And that's a good thing, you know, for a spread offense to be able to do.
The defense for you guys, Colin just mentioned it, and the scoreboard has shown it through the first 3 weeks. You guys have get a couple games there where you gave up 40 and 44 points, or 47 and 44, yep. I think, the last
and back-to-back, 47 and 42 in back-to-back weeks.
And then you came out tonight, 7 turnovers, and held them to 13 points. And they had done some things offensively, so you have to be pleased with the way the defense responded tonight.
Absolutely, and I think it really started in the second half of that Platteville game. You know, that 42 points wasn't all on our defense down at Platteville. You know, we had a blocked punt and a kick return. Well, you know, there's 12 of it right there. Now you're talking 30 points. So I thought we had the perfect storm coming into this week, that our kids were starting to play better, and they showed that tonight, especially defensively.
And then finally, you'd mentioned this being a big win, you know, an 8-game season now, and this one, Dells and Westfield has decided really which one of these 2 teams goes to the playoffs both of the last 2 seasons. So you have to feel good to get that 1-0 start and get back to 2-2 in a short 8-game season. Huh?
It is. It means a lot, and it means a lot for our psyche. You know, we played 2 tough teams in the non-conference, but to start out the season 1-0, but now we got to handle success, and that's what I'm going to challenge our kids. We had a win. Now how are we going to respond next week against Adams?
Anything else?
That should do it.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Good luck.